Welcome back, and we have Isabella Ayo in the house, the most beautiful girl 2012. Welcome to Saturday Night.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me shake your hands again. It's good to be shaking a queen's hand.
God.
How does it feel? I mean, how does it feel to be the winner of the 2012 Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria?
I feel so blessed being picked as the winner out of 32 beautiful girls from different backgrounds. I feel blessed.
So that time, when they were announcing the names, what was going on in your head?
I was just like, God, please, you need to help me because I've been here. That was actually my third time of being there. So I was like, God, you just need to help me. My state needs to be announced. And it just came up.
So what has changed so far?
Personally, I can't go to the market anymore. I can't buy things like pomo, fish, afang to cook and all that. And I can't be with my family like, you know, the way I used to be with them because I have lots of things going on right now for me. So
interesting. And you speak very well as well. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, let's go back to... Do you mind if I call you Bella?
Bella,
yeah, I love the name Bella. I have a friend who is also Bella. It's very sweet and romantic. I'm not toasting you here, okay? All right, so Bella, let's roll tape back to how it all started for you as a child.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
I come from a family of 25 and I'm blessed with 2 mothers. Actually, I had 3 mothers. I lost one. My dad is late. I live with my mother. She's a widow. I'm blessed with all the brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Interesting. A family of 25.
25.
Interesting.
A very large one.
Very large one. Very, very, very large one. And how was it like growing up?
It was fun growing up. My growing up wasn't like what people say, like the proper perfect home and all that. It's I grew up with so many brothers and sisters around. You can imagine 25 people in a house. So it was just
under one roof?
Under one roof. It was, you know, a big compound.
Okay.
Yeah, so all my mothers were all in that same roof. But when my dad died, my mom relocated to Abuja, so I've been living with her since in Abuja.
So for you, the beauty thing, when did it start? When did you think, okay, yes, I'm beautiful? You look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I'm beautiful, and I think I stand a chance of being a beauty queen one day. When did you start grooming that idea in your head?
Funny enough, where I come from, okay, I grew up in a place called Ikom.
All right.
Ikom is in Cross River State.
Okay.
And we never really used to have the opportunities to watch, you know, beauty contest and all that because you know it's not like a city.
Okay.
Or it wasn't like a city then, though right now it's, you know, a very beautiful city and all that. So but I started doing fashion parades in school where you have to tie your wrapper, do everything and then come out. But then I didn't know anything about beauty competition until I got into the secondary school. And then when I was out of secondary school, I moved to Calabar for my university. Okay. There I got to know about beauty pageants for me. So
for you, the reality of it really set in when you got into the university?
Yes, that was when
there was a possibility that something could come out of it. Yeah. So what did you study in the university?
I studied business management, University of Calabar.
Wow, interesting.
Awaiting NYSC.
Okay, your first degree.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now, speaking of beauty pageantry, what's your perception of the beauty? Because some people have this bias about beauty pageant and, you know, queens and all people who participate in beauty pageant events. What's your perception? What's opinion?
If I have to say anything, because I love to say things that, you know, have happened to me before. When I first went into my first competition, my mom is a staunch born-again Christian. She never used to believe in beauty competitions because when all she knows or whatever she thinks of is you go there on bra and pants, which is the bikini thing, and she tells me all the time it's not in the Bible. Okay. Yeah, you know, a child of God is not supposed to expose her body and all that. And my very first competition, which was Miss South House, she never supported me. But the second one, which was MBGN 2009, I had to go up to the extent of telling her pastor, who happens to be my own pastor. And I told him, this is my passion. This is what I really want to do. At least I have found somewhere I think I can fit into. You need to talk to my mom. So he went to my mom and he spoke to my mom very well with the portion, you know, the verse in the Bible which talks about Esther, the Queen Esther. So that was when my mom started looking at it from that perception and all that. But since then, she's been happy, and I just want to advise mothers, brothers, fathers, uncles out there. If your daughter wants to go into pageantry, just let them do it. You never can tell if that is where they're supposed to fall into. You know, look at me now, and I'm like a celebration, not just to Nigeria, but my own family. So I just believe millions of girls are out there who really want to be like me. So their parents, you know, people should just support them, no matter what it takes.
So for your mom, who was against the whole idea from the very beginning, how is she coming up?
Yeah, she's very. I call her a blessed woman. Anyway, she's very happy. Everyone is happy.
What impact has it had in your family?
It has taught everyone to be up there. You know, move on no matter what. Just the determination. It has.
Okay.
And this has brought like everybody in my family together.
So it's now a unifying factor. Oh, that's beautiful. And now tell us, how was the experience like in the house?
In camp?
Yes.
The experience was fun, getting to meet 32 beautiful girls, learning from them. And we got to dance, got to do, you know, everything together. It was really fun. It was.
So what has it taught you?
Because
this is, like you said, it's not your first time. It's
yes.
your third time in the house. Is there something that you did right this time that made you, you know, the winner for this time, that you didn't do right in the previous appearances in the house or in the camp, as you said?
First of all, I'd like to say determination. My determination got me this far. Then secondly, I would say I had to learn on how to talk more, how to associate with other girls, and on questions and answers, you know, the IQ questions, I really had to go in back to touch every point before coming back.
Your first appearance in the house, your first appearance in the competition, what did you think made you, you know, less of a winner?
Probably I didn't really communicate with other girls, yes, because that's one of the things these world people are looking for, so.
Okay, somebody who can communicate.
Who can communicate.
One of the criteria. Yes. And the first on the table, I guess. And then the second time you went in, it was same thing. Did you think it was same communication?
No, it wasn't, because I had already learned that.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one was, I think I was a bit fatter.
Okay.
And they didn't want fat girls to take the crown and all that. So I had to go back, get myself in the right shape.
Wow. And the third time you said, come, this is a killer. I must get this crown.
I had to put everything all together.
And make sure you get it.
Yes.
Yeah. So for other girls, who would you say was next or close to getting the crown?
When I look at, you know, all the girls, I wouldn't say anyone was like a contender or, you know, because we all came into the competition for a particular thing, which was the crown. I was just hoping that whoever picks it should be somebody that Nigeria will look at and they'll be like, yes, okay, this time around we picked somebody that can represent us out there. So I didn't really have a contender. I just had fellow contestants.
Okay, did you think the judges were fair in their judgment?
Definitely, they were. They picked, you know, the top 5 girls, you know, the girls they actually felt these people could project Nigeria when they're out there. Because just like they always tell us in camp, they said they're not just looking for the Miss World, the girl who will represent Nigeria for the Miss World pageant. That they're not just looking for a girl who is beautiful, but a girl with a purpose, a girl who has been able to give to the less privileged, a girl who is going to do that even after she's been crowned. Then for the Miss Universe, they're looking for a pretty girl, but also has a model-like structure, because that's what Miss Universe needs. Then Miss Tourism, a girl who can sell Nigeria out there and, you know, make the whole world know that you can come to Nigeria and have fun. We have tourist attractions, you know, everywhere.
Well, from all you've been saying, you seem to have, an understanding of what the beauty pageantry is all about. I believe that by the time you're done with this, by the time you're done with your reign, you should go back to the management team and help them out.
Thank you.
So we'll just pause a moment here. We'll take a break.
All right.
All right? We'll just give you excerpts from the 2012 Most Beautiful Girl. Enjoy it. We'll be right back.
Every time I come around, the club is going crazy. Oh, Gaga going crazy. Oh, Gaga going crazy. Oh, yeah, she's going crazy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Isabella Ayo. I represent Cross River State, the people's paradise. Sasamo!
I would just like to let you know that Miss Photogenic was chosen from votes on the MBGN website and by the press, and the best traditional costume was chosen by the judges. Miss Cross River, during the pre-judging, you mentioned you were the fifth in a family of 25 with 3 mothers. You also mentioned that a relative died and it prompted you to form a non-governmental organization. Now, what was the illness and how did it influence you to form that NGO?
First of all, I'd like to say that this platform is a huge one for me. I actually lost my sister to typhoid fever 6 years back, and that was the reason why I had to come back to this platform, because this is the highest platform I think I can use to establish such a thing in the entire world, for everybody to know that typhoid fever is a dreaded disease and kills a lot of people. Thank you.
The first runner-up of the title Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria 2012, who will represent Nigeria at the Miss Universe pageant, Miss Rivers, and the winner, Cross River.
Moments from the 2012 Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. And Isabella is still in the house. We're still chatting with her. Yes, what would you say was your moment? I mean, for you personally, what was it that was your moment?
My moment would be the crowning moment, because I never expected that. I've been there 3 times, and then this last time God decided to answer my prayers. So my crowning moment, because while I was standing there, I didn't think they're going to say Cross River as the winner. So that was just my high point.
Okay, now, I'll ask you this question. That night, after your brain crown, what was going on here? I mean, you must have had like an avalanche of ideas, thoughts, and all. Can you share some of those moments with us?
It was like a dream to me. All I needed to do was just to sleep and wake up. Then maybe in the morning, I was going to be like, okay, yes, this is true. But for that night, even while I was receiving calls, text messages, I just couldn't believe it. So I cried like almost throughout the night, because I just couldn't believe it.
Being the 2012 Most Beautiful Girl, you must have like a project. What's your project?
My project is it's a campaign against typhoid fever, distributing free typhoid vaccines to my target group, and also educating the public on the impact and dangers of typhoid fever. Because I believe millions of Nigerians are out there without the knowledge of typhoid fever, and they lack, they don't know how to prevent this disease. Actually, I lost my sister 6 years back to typhoid, so that was the drive. That has been the drive all the time coming to MBGN, because I've been doing this in the South-South region. I've never been able to cut across Nigeria. So MBGN is a huge platform for me to cut across the entire nation. Then I'm also working, empowering widows as well. Because just like I said, I do things from what I have experienced in life. My mom is a widow, and I believe millions of widows are out there who really need help. So I'm just going to be like a voice to them as well. It's part of promoting Millennium Development Goals.
Oh, beautiful. You seem to have everything all set out. Oh, you're very organized.
And I started 5 days after I was crowned. I started my project 5 days after I was crowned. My first place to visit was Mabuchi Primary Health Center, where I went to distribute, to donate part of the hospital things. Then I'm presently working in Nasarawa State, a community called Mara Mara Community, where I'm also renovating 2 different houses, one for a widow who lost her husband like 7 years back, and one for a man, because I'm also doing things for men as well. One for a man who, he built his house to the lintel level over 17 years ago. He's not been able to complete, yes, he's not been able to complete the house. So, and he has like 11 children, and all these children, none is living with him, because he doesn't have a place to stay. So they're like perching with other people. So I'm trying to complete that so he can get his family back together. And I'm also giving out free education to 3 children in that community. And there's also a baby. She's about 6 months old. She lost her mom while she was very young, I think during childbirth. So she's been living with her grandparents who are over 70 years. So I'm also bringing in food, multivitamins, clothes, and, everything for the child, just helping as well.
You seem to be reaching out to everyone reachable, right? You seem to have that. Is it part of the upbringing you have? Is that what has informed this compassion for?
It's part of my experience in life, because I lost my dad. I didn't have people to help, like my family members. I had people from outside paying my school fee, giving us food. Sometimes, if I can remember, back then in Ikom, my mom's roof would be leaking. There would be no money and all that. She would just take, maybe when the rain is falling, she takes a bucket, keeps, just directly under the roof. Water goes in there. So I just believe millions of, widows are out there facing same thing, just like my mom did with her children. So that's why I'm very happy that I have this platform. I'm really, going to touch across. It doesn't really matter, but I'll try.
If it wasn't beauty pageantry, if you weren't aiming, if it wasn't about beauty, what else would you have done?
And thank God I'm in the beauty thing, because even if it wasn't going to be beauty pageants, I would have still gone into this, because I've been doing it before the beauty thing. So I would have still gone into it. It's part of me. So even after the MBGN thing, I will still continue, because I have an NGO. So I will continue with the foundation. It's in memory of my late sister. Can't do without
So
it.
Isabella is all about beauty. It's all about fashion.
Charity.
It's all about charity. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So we're hoping that you keep reaching out to the less privileged, and you use your reign for the good of Nigeria and Nigerians.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now that you're a queen, you had a life before you got here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going. You know where I'm going to.
No, I don't think.
You don't seem to have an idea of what I'm talking
No.
about. You're a beauty queen now.
Yes.
The bride price and all of that, has increased. Yeah?
Really?
It must have increased. You have more people coming, more guys coming to knock on your door to say, "Come, I want to seek you out and all." Haven't you started having those knocks on your door?
The thing is, you're a lady. You should know that. Even if you're not a beauty queen, the fact that you're a lady, at the end of the day, you should think about marriage. Because people always say the pride of a man is the wife, the woman, and all that. So definitely I'm thinking about marriage, but not now. That will be after I hand over the crown, because my boyfriend or my husband is going to be my pet project for the 1 year I'm going to be reigning as the queen.
For the records now, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't. My boyfriend is my pet project.
Interesting.
Yes.
But you had one before you got into it.
I didn't have. No.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Interesting. So whoever will come afterwards should really, really be the king to earn a queen like you.
Oh, it mustn't be a king, just a man with a good heart who can help me to actualize my dreams.
Okay, viewers, you're listening. A man who can understand her, a man who can relate with her and follow her up as she goes on in life is what she's asking for. So if you fit that profile, give her a knock. You just might be lucky. Yeah, on a final note, there's so many people who will be looking up to you, and there's so many people who have been trying, to win this crown, just to make a difference, be a beauty queen and all of that. What message do you have for them?
To all those out there who really want to be like me, who are aspiring, I'll just say it's only your determination that can take you wherever you want to go in life. It doesn't really matter how many times you have failed. I failed 2 times. I had to come back again. So just be focused, do whatever you need to do, and just see yourself as the winner, see yourself as an achiever, no matter what people say, because those people who said things about you negatively, when you're up there, they'll be the ones to come praising you. That's all I have to say.
Any tip on how to be a beauty queen, on how to get the crown, on how to win the crown?
First of all, just be yourself. When you're yourself, you buy your form, go to the screening. If you're picked, work on yourself, work on the way, think about how queens are supposed to be. Go into the competition. It doesn't matter how many girls are there. When you believe in yourself, you need to believe in yourself first of all. Then the rest, the judges will do that. Because when you believe in yourself and you showcase, you project yourself very well. There is no how the judges wouldn't see that thing in you. I believe that was what brought me this far.
And you're going further.
Thank you.
And we're saying congratulations thank you so much for being on the show. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, that's the much we have time for on Saturday night. Thank you for staying tuned. Have a pleasant night.